Hello there, people. This is me, Ashley, here, sending my love to you from whatever reality I'm in today to whatever reality you happen to find yourself in. As you know, I keep it real when I'm doing my broadcasts and the things I talk about, so I'm afraid I'm not too good at the moment. So please excuse how I look. I had a nasty fall the other day and I'm really not at my best, so. But in the meantime, things have got really shifty round here and I really wanted to share those things with you. So, as always, um, sorry for what I look like. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is I made a video the other day because my grandson Rylan spotted the fact that there was a tower appeared, and we made a video together about that. And then the day after, he noticed, hi Anne, hi. He noticed that the tower had changed from round to squared. So we went and had a look at it, and I made a video showed what it looked like now. Anyway, the morning after that, yesterday, I was busy saying to him that please God, don't let it turn triangle today. I said quite frankly, it can be um, Chrissy, hi, D-Bird, hi everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining me. I'd said that I can cope as long as it doesn't turn triangle. I said it can be hexagon. I wouldn't mind. Just don't let it turn triangle. Anyway, we had to go out yesterday. So as we were out, I noticed that all the large towers, and where I live, ah, ah, sorry, there's quite a few large towers. No Victorian towers from old mills, and they'd gone hexagon. They're like hexagon. Some towers are still square. Some towers are square, but there's an awful lot that are actually hexagon. Hexagon. Oh, I can't think. I'm sorry. I'm so bad today. I'm so bad today. Please forgive me. But I just wanted to share. Prel, hi everybody. Hi, hi. Here at the minute, it's like 3:20 in the afternoon, and I've done absolutely none of the things that I wanted to do today because I'm not capable of it. So yeah, we're in. I've moved into a reality where we don't appear to have round towers anymore. We have square or hexagon shaped, towers. I do intend filming and showing you them, but obviously today I'm not capable of doing anything. So, um, but then um, Rylan and I were talking last night, and I'd got a hot cup of coffee, and I don't know why. I don't know why, but I'm like, I said to him, "Oh, I said I'll just wait a few minutes until my coffee's cooled down." I mean, what an exciting conversation to have, poor 13-year-old grandson. And I'll have I'll just give it a minute and I'll let my brew cool down. Anyway, next thing you know, my brew's disappeared. My cup of coffee has disappeared. It's not on the table anymore. And for a second, I thought I hadn't made it. And I said to Rylan, "Can you make me a coffee, please?" And then it hit me. I'm like, "Hang about a minute. Where is my coffee? I've just made one. I just said to you, I'm just waiting for my coffee to cool down because it's too hot." And um, he threw away some old coffee off the side. But I said, Rylan, it wasn't a hot coffee, was it? He said, no. I said, well, no, I can't imagine you throwing away my hot coffee. If I'm asking you to make one, you go, you've got one here, Gran, you idiot. Have your brew back. So I had hot brew disappear on me. Literally was on my table 1 minute. Next minute it was gone. Gone. Just the whole cup. And um, the other day I was in my bathroom and I was washing my hands, and when I turned around to go and get the towel, I just before I turned around to go and get the towel, I heard something fall on the floor, and I looked on the floor, and my bathroom's like in an L shape, and I was in the L bit. So as I came out to the long bit, um, there was a tiny nail varnish that was in the middle of the room that had come off. My shelving unit just jumped off and landed in the middle of the room. So it's like there's an awful lot of really strange things occurring at the moment. I mean, we're having big shifts. I can tell we're having big shifts. I mean, not just because we had a shift. One minute there wasn't a tower, the next minute there wasn't, it's gone square. And now all the towers are either square or hexagon shaped. There's no round ones anymore. And that's like weird. So I'm now living in an angled tower reality. Massively strange. You had a tub Prel, you had a tub of ice cream disappear. Now that is shit. That really is shit. Tub of ice cream disappear. That's just not fair. So yeah, it's like things are really ramping up. I'm sure you guys feel it. I'm sure you guys feel it because I mean, when Rylan had seen that the tower had changed, he said, "Oh well, that explains why I was ill yesterday then, because he'd spent the day feeling poorly and it wasn't good for him." So yeah, the Mandela effect's still happening. Things are still going. Yeah, I do as well. We did, we did. D, we definitely did. Um, right, hang about. I'm just going. Sorry, I'm just going. I'm reading Gainers. Yeah, and that's exactly. Yeah, that's it. I said I can cope with it being hexagon, and then suddenly they're all hexagon. Well, not all, because they're square or hexagon. But it's like, wow, mad. Whoa, Prel, that's weird. Two lids on the counter with both. That's really weird. You see, I was actually saying to Rylan though yesterday as we were noticing many different changes. Some of them he knew it would have changed, and some of them he didn't. He didn't, but I very much did because it's where I live. And I said the difference is, Rylan, is if I hadn't have actually told you about the Mandela effect, and I'm seeing all these changes as we're going by them, and at least I can now say that's changed, that didn't look like that. Oh, look at that. And I was doing that a lot. And I said, can you imagine not being able to react to the changes that I'm seeing? I mean, Rylan is on fire. He doesn't even live here. And yet he's seen loads of changes around where I live. And I'm hoping that when he goes, when we go back, Thanksgiving 2018, mm, it's weird. It is crazy making. It really is crazy making. You can't keep up with it. You cannot keep up with it. Things there, things not there, things changing, things flipping back again. You know, it gets to be just too much. So, yeah, weird things happening. Weird things happening. So, like I said, I just thought I'd update you guys on what's occurring, even though I'm not well. Things are still going on. Still going on. Oh, yeah, Ryle and we we realise that we come from slightly different realities because he comes from a reality where Scotland's always had the top off it, and I come from a reality where I'm horrified that Scotland has got the top off it. Yet we're still grandma and grandson, and we're still our own personalities, and he sees, and so it's like we're constantly spending our time trying to work out what the bloody hell's going on. And anybody that's actually watched the videos with me with him will see what an intelligent young man he is, and he's helped me to understand and look at things on a slightly different scale. So we've still got a lot to talk about with Rylan. So it's yeah. I know, Prel. I know I've given up trying to show other people. I've given up on that one altogether. It's just that Rylan and I, we were already talking about things like, well, he was bringing up things like consciousness and the meaning of reality and atoms and all this kind of thing. So he was already talking about these things. So that's why I decided a couple of weeks ago to just slip it in there. And I asked him about, I said Looney Tunes and Looney Tunes, which freaked him out because he had a Looney Tunes t-shirt. Luke, I am your father freaked him out because it was always Luke for him and now it's no. So, sorry, I've got a kitten marauding around. Well, I've got a few kittens marauding around. But the thing is that at least now I have him to talk to about it, and he has me, because when I take him back to his home next week, he's going to be living amongst his family who won't see changes. You know, my daughter even, she doesn't see. She doesn't see. So I said that that's why we have to keep in touch, so that when, you know, when he sees a change, he can talk to me about it. Because now he knows, and he's actually seen changes in the town I live in. He's definitely going to start noticing things in our hometown. And I've had to explain to him that, I mean, the hard part, and I hate it, is that he can't tell anybody. He can't tell anybody. We talk about it. He can't tell anybody. We're Mandela affected. I think his mum would never let me see him again. And we could both be carted off as lunatics. And I hate that. I absolutely hate having to lie about it. But the reality is that we're both Mandela affected, and we only have each other. We only have each other. And at least now, when he starts actually seeing differences, he'll understand what they are. He'll get that. And I mean, he did have a bit of a cry the other day, which I'm glad of, because he got a bit out of his system. Because we were literally talking about. I said I wasn't frightened of dying anymore, and I think it all just got too much for him. I mean, it gets too much for all of us, and he'd been very calm about it all, wanting to talk about it, but very calm about it. And then it really hit him that, you know, as the days were going on, that it really is a real thing. So I think, no, it's really, no, I don't, no, I've actually had to explain to Ryan that people get angry. They get very angry with you, with us, because they don't understand it. They deny it, they get angry. I've even explained to him about the uptake, watching the uptake happen. I've also, you see, because of trying to calm him, it's kind of calmed me, because I said to him, as scary as it all sounds, and I'm like, I've explained that I'm not always calm. Sometimes I'm crying about it myself. I said, but trying to keep him calm made me realise something, and that is, I said to him that I don't think we're going to be hurt or harmed, because if our consciousness is being moved into an upgraded body and a different world, why would we be being moved to it? Do you understand? Hi, RBCA, hi. I'm not sure what your name is there, honey, but thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I'm glad you found us. We're all a bit crazy here, but that's got nothing to do with the ME. It's just we're all a bit crazy here. So I'm really glad you found us. I'm not well, particularly, as you can probably tell by looking at me. But I'm not. You see, the thing is that if I waited until I looked gorgeous every time before talking to you guys, you'd never see me. I'd never do anything, because I spend most of my time looking like a bag of cack. So yeah, it's having you guys in my life has been the most amazing thing, and that's why I wanted to introduce you, Island, to you guys. We're all affected. We're all a family. We're all a little, you know. We need each other, and that's why I wanted him to meet you, and for you to see him. And the thing is as well, is that I'm really pleased how well he did, because he doesn't really like talking. He's a bit shy. Oh, explain, please, RBCA. You're just saying that had your first Mandela anchor the other day. Please let me know. Let us know. Tell us all about that, please, because I mean, that's basically what I go live for, really. I could have done this on a video. I should have done it really on a video. But I go live mainly so that we can all interact with each other. And if anybody wants to come and talk, you're perfectly welcome to. You don't have to show your face if you're not as brave as me and don't care what what you look like. You can always hide that. Yeah. No, I am a lot crazy. Yeah. Oh, Joel, my darling, you got here. Yay. No, we are crazy, not because of the Mandela effect, just because we are. You know, crazy is no bad thing. I don't think, anyway. Well, I wouldn't, would I? Because I am. So, it's been so hard, but so much better. See, I felt really guilty telling my grandson I did, because I knew I'd like open Pandora's box for him. But we talk about all kinds of things. I've been trying to fill Rylan in on 30 plus years of my research. So try and get him to understand things. Oh, D-Bird, that's just too cute of you. Thank you. I know fine well I don't. I don't look beautiful. I know I don't, but thank you. I like the way you're looking at the inner me. But no, I just needed to speak to you guys and let you know that it, I can't. You know, the thing that I couldn't understand, I was more freaked out that the tower that wasn't there changed shape, and I don't understand that. How right back in smooth? Yeah, yeah. What? He's wearing you know. Right, for anybody that watches this later, RBCA was saying that the anchor memory for her. I'm sorry, I'm saying her because of the little icon you've got looks a little bit like a lady. I'm not sure. It was from the film clip back in the day. The song "Alien Ant Farm." Smooth Criminal. The little boy dancing originally wore a yellow bandana, and now he's actually wearing a COVID mask. What? What? Whoa. I've literally been on for 17 minutes, Joel. And yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, yeah. I thought you looked like a pretty her down there. What does the R stand for? Rebecca or something, is it? Or am I just making it up as I go along? Alien sleuth. Alien sleuth. I like that. I like that. So, anyway, what have you guys been up to? Is there anything, apart from RBCA, who, hello, thank you so much. I'm glad you found us. I mean, um, we're a little fellowship, really. We need each other. We very much need each other, and it's only. Um, oh, right. Do you want to come on, Joel? I've got about 25 minutes, I think, before my friend comes home from work. So, do you want to come on? I'm going to leave you a link, okay, so you can join me. Let me just add you. Invite guest. Cloppy to kipboard. I'm an idiot, I really am. Right, more. I'll be there with you in a minute. Post comment. Paste. Right, there you go. Join me, please. Join me, please. Yeah, I mean, that is just incredible. You know what I mean? Right, I looked up Smooth Criminal because I heard the song while I was shopping and I never knew it. You never knew it said Annie. Annie, are you okay, Annie? You never knew it said Annie, are you okay, Anne? What did you think it said? Rebecca. Thank you, Rebecca. Anyway, one definition is if you have a bowel movement and don't need toilet paper. Oh dear, dear, dear. Oh right, I've got you there. Right. Yeah, the towers are. Hi, Joe. I can see you. Hi. I'm inviting you on. Let's get you on there. Oh no, no, no. Where are you? What? Hang about. I'm trying. I did a silly thing there, Joel. Come on.
Hello.
I can't see Joel. I can see. I can't add you. Right. Where are
Oh,
you,
well,
Joel
I'm now. I'm
Viner?
on. I'm on.
You're on. You're
Click.
on. Thank.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely. Yay! Yay!
How are
You
you?
got us. Terrible.
Why is that?
You.
So sorry, you
I had a
froze.
fall the other day, so I'm really not very good.
Oh no.
I had a bad fall, literally straight over from knee to face. I
Ouch.
got almost got cushioned by about that much. By about that much, it's as if the Mandela effect put a cushion under my face, so I didn't actually smash my face into the ground, but the rest of my body is in a right bad way. So tell me your exciting news, Joel.
Okay,
I've been
I've
waiting
been
to hear.
waiting. Tell me about it. I've been waiting for you to be able to catch you for weeks now, just to be able to tell you. I've been so patient, but at the same time, it's been killing me because I knew for this thing it was important to you. Because you've stated it multiple times that it's been important to you. So I've been I've been basically been on your channel every night trying to catch you. And I'm
Oh,
always missing you. So, But anyway, I'm glad I've caught you. So now I can tell you. So, long story short, my next door neighbor, her husband died. Unfortunately, he had Alzheimer's and all that. So, he unfortunately passed a few weeks ago. And we had the funeral. Now, the funeral was going well and everything, and the woman, I can't remember what they're called, but the person that reads the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
eulogy and well,
yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
she said, "Well, everyone, let's join in the Lord's Prayer." Now that normally that for me, I wouldn't have thought anything of it, but then you brought it up so many times. So the moment she said, "Let us join in the Lord's Prayer," my ears just turned on just like that, and I was
Oh, yeah.
listening every word. And guess what?
You never
She
heard
said,
it.
"No,
That's
oh,
not
I've
it.
never heard it before. I've never heard it before, but this is my first time hearing it. From start to finish. Now, guess what she said? Forgive us for our trespasses." So,
Yes.
and if I'd known she was going to say that, and if I knew she was going to say that, then I would have recorded it for you
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, honey. Oh, these
because I knew how important it was for you. I've seen
things
you
know
cry
how
over it,
important.
so I've
Yeah.
been
Oh,
trying to keep that in for the last 3 weeks,
but you've been
and
desperate
I
to
didn't have
tell
your
me.
email. I didn't have your email, so I couldn't even do a video to even send to you.
Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you. Yes,
But
you
you know
know
what?
how you
I've,
well
I've
what
had
that does to me.
but I've had two prayers come true for me. I've been able to catch you to be able to tell you that, and
Yeah.
right from the beginning, I was praying to the universe that one of your family members would come around to the Mandela
And you
effect, and
mentioned
that happened.
that, didn't you? Oh,
Yeah,
thank you,
but,
Joel.
I'm still praying to the universe that more of your family members will come around, and I believe it will
But
because
believe
you
me,
know
Rylan,
you've had one. So
Rylan effect is just, I said for me, it's a bonus. Of course, it's an amazing thing for me to actually have him. But then I got all like, I do feel bad. But like I explained to him, I didn't make you affected because
yeah,
if trying to explain that we speak to people and try and put across what's going on, and it's not, you can't make them be affected. I wish we could.
yeah,
Wish we could tell people, wish
life is
we
so
could.
much easier.
I said, Rylan, I just told you what, I can't make you affected.
Mm,
And that's why I had to explain to him that people get angry with you, with us
mm.
for trying to explain to them that suddenly a round tower has turned square,
How is he coping with
and
it?
as I've said before, you especially, knowing that you're such a mad Disney fan, please never, ever, ever watch Snow White again.
Well,
Don't do it. I'm,
it's funny that you
I'm
said
still
that because it's funny that you said that because my mate watched that movie the other night, and he said it says two different things in the movie. That's what he said. So,
Well, Row.
but I
So there's
I
another.
haven't.
Well, that's another
Yeah,
version of it as well, then, isn't it? Because we've
yeah.
been discussing that we think there's only two realities merging. There's more than two,
Oh, really?
without a
I
doubt.
would have thought it was
Yes,
3 or 4.
probably to a flip flop back. By the way, Rebecca, RBCA, is from Perth. She's saying hi, Joel. You've
Oh,
got an.
hello. How are ya?
She's only just found us, like a matter of minutes
Oh,
ago. She's
hello.
visited.
Hello.
So hey, we love finding new people. It's welcome to the family. That's what it is, isn't it? And I was actually
Wow. So
saying to Ryland that
finally someone from Australia. That's cool.
yes. So you pair, you'll have to make sure that you pair need to get together and see what changes
Yes.
that you know about as Aussies.
Well, at the moment, because of the coronavirus, I can't even meet up with anyone.
No, actually mean meet up. I mean, I'm not asking you to like. That's dangerous. We don't know anything about Rebecca. She may do awful things to you.
Oh well, I'll take that. I'll take that risk. So,
Don't know anything about Rebecca. Can we trust her with you? Do you know you're very precious to us, Joel? You can't trust these young pretty girls. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, Rebecca,
so,
in the pits.
but
Because it's normally the opposite way around, isn't it? We're trying to protect the women from the men. No, not in this case. So that's what I did that.
so,
I know.
so,
I'm glad Rebecca's taking it in the fun that I meant it in. Because sometimes I don't think open my mouth and.
So how
So I
is
bet
Ryland? How's Ryland coping?
he's he's actually doing really well. He's
I
laughing at me
was
being.
worried. I was worried.
I'm still concerned because obviously at some point in time we're not going to be together. He's not going to have me with him, so he's going to be doing it on his own like we all do, and that I'm concerned about. But I'm going to set up a little Snapchat or something just between me and him. So if he sees a change, he can take a picture of it, send it to me. We can talk to each other, that kind of thing, So yes, that's exactly it.
Wow.
That's it. She could be in secret. That's it, Rebecca. But because you wouldn't believe he was only 13. That he's only 13 because he's
very
so
mature.
he is very, and his brain is out there anyway. Out there at the age of 7, he was already designing a protection for the Earth against meteorites. So that's my grandson.
Wow.
So the fact we were actually talking about the meaning of reality. He brings it up. I don't. He does. So that's how I eventually went, right, I'm just going to slip some things in and see what he says. And he was shocked by it. And then he brought up the Monopoly guy himself. He couldn't believe the Monopoly man. For days he kept going, but the Monopoly man, Gran. But the Monopoly man, Gran. And I'm like, I know, love. I know. So yeah, it's because he's so level-headed, and we discussed quite a lot about it. I think he's going to be okay. I do, and because, like I was just saying, as you joined, because I've been trying to calm him, about it. It's kind of calmed me because I was saying things like, "But Rylan, you have to think that we're being upgraded. Our consciousness is being moved into an upgraded body. We're going into this amazing new world that I'm trying to make it amazing." Because I said to him, "Have you ever heard?" I said to him, "What about Rainbow Mountains?" And he went, "What?" Because I said that without trying to throw it in either way. So we went, "What Rainbow Mountains? What about the Rainbow Mountains?" Like, I've never heard of the Rainbow Mountains. I said, neither have I, because they didn't exist. So I said to him that we're moving into a different world. We're moving into a different body that is better than the body that we've just been in. Why would that happen to us if it was all going to be awful?
Yeah.
And so, kind of trying to calm him, I've calmed myself, which is no bad thing. Which is no bad thing at all. So,
it means that he can cope with the changes a lot better.
I mean, some of the changes are I mean, just by walking in my town, some of the changes are better. It looks better, buildings are improved, things like that go on. But not everything. Not everything is better.
Yeah.
Something is just plain different. And you can, just when you think you've grasped it, just when you think you've got a hook on it, suddenly the whole thing gets wiped away again, and you're back to square one. You haven't got a clue what's going on. So to try and explain to my grandson that all this is happening, but I don't know why, that's been the hard part, not having an answer as to what's going on and why, when it's going to end. So I showed him the Hopi prophecy, because it's the only thing that actually talks about reality changing. And the thing that's got to him out of that most is the fact that it says in that there will be people who will house many spirits and souls within their body, and there will be people who have no soul in their body, and there will be people that are unnatural and will have no soul in their body. But people born from unnatural ways will have no soul in the body, and he's finding that bit hardest at the minute when he's thinking about it. So we're trying to both together work what that could possibly really mean, in real terms. And one of the things he said, I'm sorry if I keep talking, but it's about what Ryland's saying and how he's thinking. So one of the things he said was that we were talking about virtual reality, where Bill Gates and that Abramovich woman that does the spirit looking, he was showing you virtual reality, and the plan was to make humans, including her, a virtual person, so when they're dead, they're always there. And Ryland said, I wonder if that could be part of it. That's what I mean. And I wonder if that could be, aren't real, but they're real. And I said, you're right. That's a really good way of thinking about it, Ryland. And that's, I think, so far has been the best part about talking to Ryland, because he's got a brain that's inquiring, and he thinks on really deep levels anyway. So yeah, so I'm taking that on board. The thing that he's telling me is helping me understand a bit more. I'm back. Where's Joel? Joel?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
there you are.
cutting it out.
We lost
Cutting it out then.
everybody for a minute. Joel. But you all right? You with me?
Yeah,
Joel,
I'm still with you. I mean, I just cutting it out.
In the chat, they're busy here talking about how Sweden and Norway were smaller, and they were. That's the geography. Can you see can you see the comments?
I haven't been looking, to be honest. To be honest, though, I haven't been keeping up with the geography at the moment, because it's just been, doing my head in a bit, to be honest. But I've had a couple
it's been doing me.
Yeah, I've had a couple of body changes though, which has been doing my head in lately. So I've noticed there's a little there's a little dent in my nose that I never used to have, just here, and also this part of my arm. For like a whole week, it was killing me, and I'd done nothing to it. Just that section, and it's not like it's the bone. It's like someone has done something to my muscle, because it was like really sore for like a good week.
Me too. The same thing, Joel. The same thing.
Just
injury.
Yeah.
Injury without having an injury. Yeah.
Yeah.
An injury without having an injury.
The thing that freaked me out the most was my nose. I noticed that about 2.5 weeks ago.
You know what your nose looks like, don't you? You know what your nose looks like.
Yeah. But I actually did a video on my channel. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I did a video on flip flops, because my acid reflux has come back, and my computer has stopped charging, so it's flipped back to how it was.
Right.
So it's revving up again. It really is,
And
that's why I haven't kept kept up to the geography, because I'm just trying to cope with what's going on. And then of course I found out today that
everything out.
our government wants to mandatory the vaccine for the coronavirus, and I refuse to get it because it's my body, my choice. So I'm also dealing with
Yes.
that information as well. So it's
Yeah.
just I just
That's
haven't
sort
been.
of just the up, Joel.
Yeah, so it's been
So
very
I'm
full.
sorry. That's it. We're trying to live with like the world things
Yeah,
and the Mandela effect at the same time, and that's what's really, really hard.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
Joyce was
definitely not
just
easy.
saying that children have been giving me fits, and yeah, and yeah, but yeah, D Bird, one of my hands is actually smaller than the other, and I got accused of lying about it, of trying to pull the wool over people's eyes, and really, I haven't. I wasn't. I don't know what they thought they were seeing, but one hand is definitely bigger than the other now. It never used to be, and that's just the way it is. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you went a
Hello.
bit quiet there.
Yeah. Yeah, Recall Vector channel on the man. Yeah, yeah, that's a good channel. Hi, Will, by the way. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate it. Um, yeah, the thing is, that's it. We can all see different changes in our bodies. I mean, I've got some days I have, well, it's not days, for months I have a really, 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 really bad chest infection where I can actually hear crackling in my throat because I'm a smoker. And then all of a sudden it goes. It's completely gone. And at the moment it's completely gone. I can lie down and breathe properly. Everything's absolutely fine with my breathing. But I know it's going to come back again because it keeps doing this. It disappears just like that overnight, and then it appears again just like that. And I know when we've shifted in and out of things because of my ever shifting, ridiculous smoker's cough.
Tell me something. Do you get major migraines?
I did used to. I don't anymore. But I
Oh,
don't get the actual migraine anymore. But I did used
bas-
to.
basically, since we went live the last time, which was about 5 weeks ago, I've had migraines almost on a daily basis now, and it's getting worse.
Your migraines are getting worse.
Yeah,
That's not very good. See, mine.
and
I
but I'm
started
also
getting
not
them really
sleeping
bad. I
much
think when I
either.
sorry.
I'm also not sleeping much. Like yesterday, I only had 1 hour sleep.
And well, we've
So
said that you like literally haven't slept. You haven't slept for about
yeah,
78
it's
hours when we first met. But I
yeah.
think we're all
Well,
having.
that's true. That's true.
No, I don't know how you're going still. But that's it.
Oh,
All had we've all had that lack of sleep thing when we and I hang about. I'm just answering to Adamant. Yes, I agree. Everything is Mandela affected. Even in the so-called real world that we're trying to live in, it's all part of something. It's just that the majority of us don't realise it. But I mean, the thing is that you can't even walk in the supermarket without being bombarded with changes,
no,
can
no,
you? Can't go anywhere without being bombarded with changes. You can never forget. You're seeing them everywhere. That's the hard part.
I still haven't came across any buildings changing yet, which I'm thankful for, because that would just do
You
my
know
head
what?
in completely.
I'd be saying, thank God if I was you, love, because it's freaky.
Oh, yeah.
It will happen. It will happen.
Oh, I
Um,
know. I'm trying to mentally prepare myself for that, but I
aren't
know
Joel?
I know it will happen. I know it will eventually happen.
First, especially when it first happens. I mean, like I was quite casual about. Yes, there's a tower there now. I was quite casual that day, but the day after, when it changed shape, I wasn't casual at all.
Mm,
So you can't even gauge how you're going to react to things.
yeah.
So some days I'm quite calm, and other days I'm completely freaked out. And you never know what you're gonna be like, how you're gonna handle it. But it's yeah, and yeah, stably, yeah, Brian, absolutely brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I mean, Brian's. I'm just actually answering Will here. You go on Brian's, don't you, Joel? Brian Staveley's
Occasionally,
channel.
occasionally I do, but he uploads so often. I can't keep up with him.
He really does. He's a machine, not a man.
Oh, I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he has. I don't know how he has so much content. It's you know,
I know,
but
the man just
you know.
he knows,
Oh, but he does sleep. He does sleep.
but he's
I
also
have.
got the conspiracy. Really? Have you got physical evidence of that?
Well, no, no,
I
I
don't think
don't.
he does sleep.
But I
We've
have.
only
But
got
I
some
haven't.
words.
I have. There's been times where he hasn't been online, so that's my assumption that he sleeps.
Yeah, right.
So
We'll go with that. Something, but nobody knows for sure.
oh, there's another thing I want to tell you as well. There's nothing I want to tell you as well.
What's that? Love?
Do you know how we were talking about pickles the other time?
The what?
Pickles.
Oh yeah, the Christmas
Well,
pickle.
yeah. Well, and I'll have to get your email so I can share it to you. I found a image of pickle ice cream.
No.
Yep.
What?
I was like, ew. I mean, I love pickles, but I wouldn't have it with ice cream.
No. 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 Pickle? No. No. I mean, I'm a pickle
Yeah,
girl myself,
yeah,
but not in
yeah,
ice cream form. I'm with you there, Joe.
yeah.
I'm up for trying most things, but no. No, I'll give that one a miss. Egg, pickled egg. Yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
that's good. Pickle. Ooh,
I
who
haven't
would
tried
have
that.
thought of that?
I haven't tried that.
This world is getting weirder and weirder. There's just stop. I want to get off. I'm
I'll
literally
get
want
off
to get
that.
whichever world it is, I've had enough. I just want to get off. It'd be
Tell me
nice
something.
just to,
What time is it over there at the moment?
for me right now. It's 15:58, which is 2 minutes to 4 in the afternoon. What is it for you?
It's almost 1 o'clock at night.
At night, right? So you're one
Yeah,
o'clock in the morning. I'm 4 o'clock in the
yeah,
afternoon. Right?
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Explains why we never.
I keep forgetting the time. Like, I know there's 15 hours between us, but I can't really like work it out. Like
Yeah, no, I can't when it
it's
comes to it either. Because do you remember when we last live streaming and I said, anyway, never mind all this stuff. Joel's in the future because you
yeah,
were in the future, weren't you? The
yeah.
day it was the next
Oh,
day to us, and you were ready.
that was an amazing conversation. It went for like 10
Oh,
hours.
so what?
And
That
and
really,
then
really
we
was.
and then we had the 3 hours together by ourselves. Well, basically,
Yeah,
yeah.
we did.
So
It was an
that was an
amazing.
amazing conversation.
It really was,
I
and I'm sure
I still
we'll
watch
have
it. I
more
still watch
of
it.
them.
Sorry,
Oh, did you? Did you actually watch it all?
I watch bits and pieces.
Yeah, I know
When
that
I
you.
when I when I'm feeling a little
You're
bit like oh missing everyone. It's like oh I'll watch it.
do that because it really is a good thing to do. Yeah, that because we laughed so hard. Do you remember when I think it was Cheryl came back on and she said, "Oh my God," she said, "Oh, I could hear you in the background, and all I could hear was like raucous." Well, we spent the day laughing, didn't we? We just spent the day
Oh,
laughing.
that reminds me. Did you meet up with I can't remember her name, the one that's in the wheelchair?
No, because we've had although she's literally only a train ride away from me, we've had the lockdown and we haven't been able to
Right.
yet. But I'm definitely going to do that. I'm definitely going to do that. I need to meet up with her. And what I want to do as well is before we meet, I want to see if check different realities. Like my reality has got the ice cap, has hers. And then when we meet up, let's have a look what it says. Does hers still say she doesn't and mine still says I have? Or do we blend with each other's? It's that sort of thing I need to know. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing I have a burning need to know.
Talking about the Milky Way and everything. My mate was telling me apparently we no longer live on arms anymore. apparently it's only the Milky Way is
Yeah,
just made of spurs now.
yeah. Well, apparently there's now two arms, and we're all on spurs.
Yeah.
Well, that
Well,
I've given up.
actually, no, sorry, no. Actually, he said that apparently there is no arms. It's just only spurs.
No arms anymore at all. So he's in a
Yeah.
reality. There's no arms at all. Whoa,
Well, he
whoa.
showed me and he explained it, and I was like, okay, I see arms,
Yeah, yeah. But
and,
they're saying they're
yeah, and also, I can't remember what it was now. I wish I had taken notes. I mean, I should take my own advice and take notes, but I have been. I mean, I'm recording my dreams and everything now, so
oh, good
I
eye.
mean, so I'm actually taking my advice to a certain point. And I'm having some unusual dreams, I tell you. But I'm doing it because if something happens, I've got record to say that it's
Yeah,
happened
yeah.
already. So,
Hopefully, these records will stay as they are and
oh
not change
yeah, well
because
I'm reading
it's
through.
they.
I'm reading through every day.
Yeah, yeah. And so you're going to
Yeah,
notice when it changes. It very
yep,
well could,
yep,
because I do know that people have written things. It takes longer for your own written stuff to change, but it does, and that's what is frustrating.
yep,
You know, but the amount of times that things have changed, and I wanted to video it to show you, but you don't know what's
yep.
going to change. So I can't show you what it normally looks like because what am I supposed to do? Carry my video with me all the time to show you everything I'm looking at, so that when it next
Well,
happens,
yeah, you
you
could.
get to show the original. You never get to show the original because you don't know it's going to change because not everything changes.
Mm. Well, my the same friend that I'm talking about. I can't remember what it was now. Like I said, I wish I'd taken notes of it, but there was something. It was like a visual test, and basically, oh, that's what it was with the what's it called? CP30. He said,
Yes.
yeah, we were having a conversation about that, and he said, this is he said, no, it's always been white. And I said, well, I can see it as gold. And he said, no, it's
White.
white. Yeah, yeah, he reckons it was always been white. Now, and he said, and he said later on in the series he went gold. But this particular movie, apparently he was always white. But I said to him, I said I can see him as, or it might have been the other way around. I could see it as white, but he saw it as gold, even though we're looking at the same screen. So
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Joel. That's
mm.
exactly what I'm talking about.
And I mean,
That
I had a full on argument with him because we were looking at the computer screen. I said, "I'm sorry, but that is." I think from memory, it was I was seeing gold and he was seeing
he
silver.
was in one,
But it could be the
and
other.
he was
I can't remember. It was either which way,
the other.
either way around, But yeah, I
You,
had a full on argument. I said I can see it
yeah,
in this particular way, and he could see it in another different way.
yeah.
You know,
It's
so
like
this
that dress.
it proves that we are living in different realities.
Yeah, and looking at the same thing but seeing something different.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like D Bird saying, C3PO has always been full silver for me, but for you, you made that video. You made
Yeah.
that video, Joel, where you videoed your own TV showing him with a silver leg.
Well, here's the thing. I've had a few people, which I knew would happen,
No,
come onto
all
my
silver. See?
website, onto my YouTube channel, sorry, and basically, bad mouth me and say that I should take it down and that I should be ashamed of myself and that I look like an idiot doing it and yeah,
Oh,
but I knew that would happen. Like I
yes, you
understand that some people don't see the change where other
yeah,
people, but that's
do.
their reality. So
It
therefore,
is
I mean,
reality.
they think I look like an idiot for doing it, but the thing is, their reality is completely different to someone else. So in someone else's reality, that may have been actually the case, that it has actually in fact changed.
Yeah, it's the fact
So
that I've suspected for some time that we're looking at the same thing in a different way, because purely because I've mentioned things to people, and they have like, it's like tumbleweeds. It's like I've not said anything. You know what I mean? And yet it's like I'll be saying, in my hometown, they made a beautiful new sign and it was gorgeous. And I'm like, oh, look at that fancy sign. That's a bit lovely, isn't it? And that nothing from my husband. It says it nothing. And then a few weeks later, it had gone. And I'm like, and the old shitty sign was put back up. And I'm like, who on earth took that gorgeous sign down and thought it was all right to put the shitty one back up? What arseholes live round here? Because at that point in time, I didn't know about the Mandela effect.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? So I'm seeing
Yeah.
the change, thinking that somebody had put it there and that somebody had complained and taken it down. But thinking back about it, he reacted to that the way other people have when I've seen a change and they don't see it. It's like tumbleweeds. They just ignore what I've just said. And I said to Ryan, we were talking about it the other day, and I said, you know, they must look at me and think, what an idiot, quite a lot of the time now, because you don't know what to mention and what not to anymore.
You know, I've gotten to the point where I just don't give a shit. If people think I'm crazy, they think I'm crazy.
I'm with you. I'm
I,
with you. I'm
I,
a dollar.
believe
Do I
I'm
care?
I'm a full believer in truth now. I've became, because of this vaccine bullshit, I've now
Yeah.
became an activist against the coronavirus.
Well, you're awake, love. You're
Yeah.
awake, aren't you? You're a questioning. You've got a questioning mind in there. You're very much awake, and you don't want to just be taken. You're not just taken in by everything. And I
I've
think
had
that,
arguments with people that much lately over wearing masks because I
and
know I
God,
know I know that masks are not going to protect you from coronavirus.
they're not. They're not going to protect you from
It,
coronavirus.
so
And
I'm losing friends and everything, and I'm at the point now. I don't care. I'm only interested in people that are awake. So if you're not awake, then
yeah, I'm
sayonara.
totally with
You
you,
know?
and I think we're all kind of there now. It's difficult when you come to dealing with your family and friends. Mind you, having said that, one of my friends is very, very much affected. And when I was back at my hometown, um, I went and met her, and we were talking. She said that she'd um, looked at some of the things that I talked about, and then she began to get dual memories of it, and began thinking, "Oh, well, you know, was she right, or did I remember it right?" And I've got two memories of it. So we had a bit of a conversation, and then I told her some new things, asked her about Snow White and what she remembered, and it freaked her out because she remembered it exactly how I do. And she never wants to watch the video ever again. The video, have you heard me? Where
I,
am I?
I,
In
I
1980,
I
I'm back
can't.
in 1983.
Well, even though my mate has said that it says two different things throughout the movie, I still can't. I look at it and I go,
No,
I can't even touch the DVD. It's that bad.
it's an abomination in comparison
Yeah,
to what it was. It's an
yeah.
abomination. I mean,
But
you know the part where the Queen is dying on the rock. You know, she's right on the cliff edge,
yeah,
and
yeah,
all the
yeah,
hair
yeah, yeah.
whirling. She still looks kind of beautiful but evil, and it's all really like it's very intense, isn't it? And
Oh
well,
no,
it's just not
she's
anymore.
always
She's
looked.
on the end, but you see it from. You used to see her from below. You'd be below looking up at her on the cliff before it fell, before the rock fell and down she fell. Now you're at the top, and it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same, and I can't cope. I can't cope with
Well,
any of it. I
well,
literally.
if I remember correctly, um, she was at the very edge of the cliff getting a piece of wood, and she was trying to lift this rock to go down to smash the seven dwarves to kill them, and the piece of rock broke off and she fell and the rock tumbled after her.
Yes, yes, that's exactly what I remember, but it's not now. It's not. It's
Oh
awful.
shit, you're kidding.
No, it's not like that now.
Oh, I
She,
no, I can't watch that. Then I can't watch that.
she
That
still
that
falls.
that's
She still
very.
falls, but you're kind of looking at her from on top of the cliff, and the cliff just falls away from her. It's not the
Oh
same
yeah,
at all. It's not.
so, yeah, no, that I remember, but the way that you're describing it, it sounds like the way it happens has changed because the cliff face does break off and she falls,
Yes,
and the
but
rock falls after her.
yeah, in a different way and from a different angle. That
Wow.
in a different way, from a different angle, and the whole film from the start is wrong. It's
Well, you
just
said
wrong.
it's not a pig's heart anymore.
No, no, it is a pig's heart. It used to be a stag. Now, and I said to my friend,
Oh,
right. I said to my friend, right, when the hunter was supposed to kill her, he took a heart back. What was it a heart of? And she said a stag. I said, no, it's a pig now. I said, what did the heart look like? And
oh,
both her and my
don't
sister-in-law said it looked like a heart with like
I?
ventricle things. But
I don't. I don't
now
remember ever seeing the heart though. I remember the
she
woodman
it
showing
was
the
in a.
queen, but not showing the actual heart. Like I remember in the film, the heart was never shown.
Oh, that's really strange because it.
Yeah.
You see, different thing because it was in a casket. The heart was in. It was presented in a casket, and the casket now has what looks like a heart-shaped gingerbread heart in it. No, no, it looks like a biscuit.
Oh.
It's an abomination, and it's almost as bad as the Bible changing for me. It's that bad, Joel. So don't watch it because I know how upset you'll get. Don't.
Yeah.
I know
No,
how
I can't. And I haven't been able to watch another one. I haven't been able to even, even be able to fathom of trying to. Well, I can't even touch the DVD, which is the live version of 100 Dalmatians, because I remember not the animated version, but the real life version. I remember what you were saying about Cruella de Vil having the half black, half white.
Yeah,
She wore that in the live action film, and I'm too scared to watch that now because I'm worried that it's changed. So I can't
yeah.
even watch. So that's another movie I cannot even.
They they are
Watch.
our they are our massive anchor memories for us.
Yeah.
They're hi, Red Herring Media. Hi.
You know,
Me
I'm still
say
trying to get over.
most people
I'm still trying to get over the stone, sword in the stone. That one's still.
know that anvil thing. It's not even
Yeah,
a
yeah.
it's an anvil, and it's right. I
Oh,
think Mandela actually mentioned that to me, and I had actually seen it and thought that looks weird, but not really realised it should be in a stone, not an anvil, until she said the words, and it's like, oh my god, that's what was wrong with it. And even then, I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't put my finger on it, even though it's called the sword in the stone, and it's not a stone. I was looking at it before being affected, before being affected, and still not getting it. I could see it was wrong, but didn't. But I think it must be because you can't possibly change, until you know that there's a real thing happening. Your brain doesn't. Your brain will not accept. It just can't cope with it, so it just ignores it. The amount of things that my brain was managed to ignore before realizing it was a real thing, now it can ignore nothing. It ignored everything before.
yeah.
But once you realize that it's a real thing happening to other people as well, it's there's no going back.
No, there's a lot of movies that I no longer can watch now because I'm too worried about the changes.
Yeah, yeah, I
I
get.
I I know it's silly. Like if it's like with the Snow White one, I actually went and looked up the lyrics online,
Oh
and
yeah,
yeah, it definitely has changed, but I still can't watch the movie.
no, 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 don't, definitely don't.
I
The
definitely
other
don't want
one,
to do it.
we Rylan and I talked about this the other day on our live. He'd started singing "Under the Sea" under his breath. Well, it's one of my
Oh yeah,
favourites.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Hands there, yeah, and I was literally, I put it on so we could sing it, and I was felt great, and then I thought, right, I'm going to put on the Jungle Book. I'm going to put it on. I want to see. I want to see what it looks like. I want to see if it's changed for me. So, and I love the song. It cheers you up. So I put the song on, and as Baloo bursts out the door with no bra on, I
I saw that. I saw that video that you
yeah,
did.
just went no, no, and I started crying. And he's like, "What is it, Gran?" And I just went, "He hasn't got his bra on." Just me and him up then, because what a thing for me to come out of my mouth. He hasn't got
Yeah.
13-year-old grandson. He hasn't got his bra on, and it looks so wrong. It looks
See,
so wrong.
see, I mean,
Yeah, spent the rest of the day.
yeah, see, I mean, I don't really
We
remember him having a bra on, but I do remember him being
yeah.
quite big in the chest.
Well, that's because he had a bra on. He had a bra of
Ah,
coconuts.
oh, right, he did too.
He's got it on his face, like on his lips as a monkey face,
Yeah.
but he hasn't got his
No,
coconut bra on.
I forgot about that.
Looks
I actually did forget about the coconut bra. Yeah, no, I do remember that now. The coconut bra. Yeah.
yes, yeah. Well,
Oh,
it's
and he doesn't have it now.
yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'll have to watch that again
You've got a
because
couple of memories going on there.
hmm, interesting.
Oh, I know it was awful. No, no, the most ridiculous to come out with them. What unbelievable! No, it's just crazy. Oh, Will, thank you very much for loving the British accents. We've got quite a few of them, I must admit. About missing a golden calf with the agenda-driven changes. Who knows? Yeah.
Oh, I just
No,
saw
I mean,
hello, Miss Amy.
I know
I
she's
just noticed that
beautiful,
you're
isn't she?
on.
Here she is.
Oh yeah. I
Things happen
was
to
thinking
under.
about her the other day actually.
I'm sorry. Can I just reassure Red Herring Media that nothing has happened to Under the Sea? Under the Sea is perfectly wonderful. That was wonderful. Nothing's changed. I was very happy. It was just I'm the king of the swingers, the jungle VIP. That one. The words
Hello,
haven't changed,
Angela.
but he hasn't got his bra on. But no, happily Under the Sea is still the same. Although there was one change for me in Beauty and the Beast, and that is the scene where she looks at her feet for the first time. It was originally it was very widespread. The foot was very widespread and cartoon looking, and now it looks all pretty and delicate in the version that I saw that I was watching, which is Disney Plus on Disney Plus. So just wrong, just wrong. But so far, Red Herring Under the Sea is perfectly okay, and thankfully, because that's one of my faves. But it's who we are. It's messing with those things. Aren't just films. That are memories. What part of makes us who we are? That's that trying to get that across to people. It isn't just a word has changed. It's deeper than that. The word shouldn't have changed. The word shouldn't have changed. The picture shouldn't have changed. That building shouldn't be there. You can't just. I don't know how people can.
Yeah.
I don't know how people can. Yeah.
How has time been for you?
Time's still really peculiar.
Okay.
It's about all over the place still.
Mine's slowing down so much.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting. Sometimes I get jumps. Sometimes it just seems to nothing's happened for ages. It's like minutes have lasted an hour, and I don't know where I'm at. I don't know where I'm at with it.
No, that's me constantly.
I'm sorry, John. I'm just going to have to stop slightly. Does taking a golden calf away seems a bit biblical? What's the golden calf talk going on in the chat? I don't understand what the golden calf chat's about. Please tell me that hasn't been removed from the Bible. Oh, you see that Miss Amy's just saying about being caught in a mirror world. I actually watched a film not long ago where the man thought he'd recovered, but he realised he was in a mirror world. So, I mean, I was saying to Rylan earlier on, I watched in the 90s, we were like being programmed. I watched Quantum Leap every week. I watched Sliders every week, and somebody in the chat just mentioned Sliders, that even that's changed. Something in that has changed. I didn't get properly to be able to catch the chat properly. So if you mentioned Sliders changing, let me know how, please. And in Sliders, on the very first, I watched the very first one of Sliders not long ago, and it actually said that when they slide to different worlds, but it's the same time. So that it's not.
I've got to ask, what is that Do 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 do
That
do do.
somebody singing with me is upstairs with music. You can hear
Ah,
me above me.
okay.
Yeah, I
Is
love
that is that
well.
Rylan playing the music? Is he or?
Rylan, no, he's very quiet. He'd be more playing Beethoven. Me
Oh,
and him,
really?
yeah, we listen to that kind of stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
we do.
wow.
Yeah, we do. He's been here before, probably many times. I think he's 75, really, not 13.
He is very mature.
He is very mature, yeah.
Yeah.
But we're still stupid with each other, which is really good. Oh, right. So Anne was just saying that, yeah, they were talking about covering up mirrors when people die, and it's so that they don't get trapped. And that's
Yep.
something I
Yep.
always got
I've
to
heard
go.
about that. I've heard about that. I knew a girl back in primary school, and her religion was that at night time you would cover the mirror because it would trap all the demons that were trying to get out.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can't remember her name now, but and I don't even know where I put my school photo. Otherwise, I'd show you who I'm talking about.